Welcome to the world of Monster Hunter. In this video, we're going to take you through how you're going to be spending your time in your adventure in Monster Hunter Rise. In Monster Hunter Rise, Kamura Village is under threat of the Rampage. And it's your job to prevent the village from succumbing to the oncoming onslaught. Once you've selected your quest from Panoa the Quest Maiden, make sure you've bought and stocked up on necessary items, as well as visiting Yomagi at the tea shop to eat some empowering bunny dangos. Vigilant hunters know how important careful preparation is for successful hunts. The hunt begins. While tracking your prey, be sure to gather endemic life and learn the lay of the land. Once you track your prey, utilize every tool at your disposal to effectively take it down. Careful observation of a monster's moves and the surrounding environment will aid you on your quest. Quest complete! After a successful hunt, make sure you carve the monster to acquire valuable materials useful for progression. In Monster Hunter, your character's progression is tied to your gear, which is mostly crafted from monster parts. Once you've returned to Kamura Village, visit Hamon the blacksmith to start crafting weapons and armor. Each armor piece comes with stats and skills based on the monsters you've hunted. This, coupled with your own hunting experience gained from each quest, will make you a better hunter each time. With tougher threats approaching, you'll need stronger gear to take on these foes. Once geared up, you're ready to take on new challenges. Grab a quest, prepare for the hunt, track down your next targets, and reap the rewards. With a plethora of armor, weapons, and gear to chase, it's truly up to you to make your hunts your own. The hunt begins in Monster Hunter Rise on Nintendo Switch, March 26, 2021.
Next up is a full quest gameplay. We'll be hunting a Gosharag in the Frost Islands with the help of our trusty Palamute, Palico, and the volatile Charge Blade.
Hello everyone, and welcome to another look at gameplay in Monster Hunter Rise for Nintendo Switch. Today, we'll be hunting using the Charge Blade, one of Monster Hunter's more technical weapon types. Each weapon type in Monster Hunter Rise has access to customizable movesets, known as switch skills. This flexibility allows you to optimize your approach and playstyle during hunts. Using our Palamute will allow us to track down this threat a little easier. In Monster Hunter Rise, your initial visits to fresh locales will have your map shrouded, but careful exploration will slowly reveal the nature of your surrounding environments and record findings for future hunts. It's a wise move to keep an eye out for endemic life to give you vital buffs during the quest, such as the Speedy Lamp Squirrel. The Frost Islands were once the nest for a gigantic dragon. As you explore this desolate locale, you'll discover the remnants of dragon bones, and even a dragon ship used by hunters. Our target today is the bone-chilling Gos Harag, an icy fanged beast that stalks the Frost Islands. Now we've found our target, it's time to hunt. Our hunter Palico and Palamute are all sporting gear from the sinister Raknekadaki. Gos Harag is a stout-fanged beast with an incredibly short fuse. Its signature trait is its ability to exhale a freezing cold breath and use it to attack its foes directly or to produce a solid blade of ice. Whilst able to use cunning and guile, Gos Harag is not against using more brutish forms of attack. Its ground pounds are a force to be reckoned with. Gos Harag takes inspiration from the Namahage, a fearsome Oni from Japanese folklore. The Charge Blade is a versatile weapon which, when wielded in the right hands, can provide devastating results. Hunters will want to effectively store and manage the use of Charge Blade vials to ensure that they are both protected and able to dish out big damage in the form of elemental discharges. Pteranodon and Gos Harag will often encroach on each other's feeding grounds. While Gos Harag is always in search of food to maintain a stable body temperature, the Pteranodon needs quiet waters to catch some fish. The Axe Hopper offers hunters some new mobility options, whilst allowing them to still deal out potent attacks with elemental discharge. New to Monster Hunter Rise is the ability to use wire bugs to constrict and puppeteer monsters. Here, we're taking the reins onto Pteranodon to dish out big damage on Gos Harag. Land successful attacks on another monster to build up the Wyvern riding pool, and once it's full, use the mounted Punisher attack for massive damage. As we mentioned, switch skills will allow hunters to customize their playstyles to suit their needs. Here, our hunter has swapped the use of Condensed Element Slash for the use of Condensed Spin and Slash, allowing for an axe-focused playstyle highly capable of locking down monsters. Counter Morph Slash is a defensive morphing ability with a longer blocking phase. If we're able to block an attack with this move, the follow-up elemental discharges deal extra damage. Distinct Link is a useful critter, allowing hunters to bait their prey. This endemic lifeform will allow hunters to lure monsters by coating themselves in its pungent scent. Finding the optimal location to hunt monsters is a key strategy for a successful quest. Lagombi is a fast-moving, rabbit-like beast capable of an icy flurry of attacks. Different monsters will have different attacks to help you take down your targets. Opportune hunters can utilize the appearance of other monsters to help turn the tides of battle. Don't squander these opportunities. With Gosharag enraged, hunters will need to tread very carefully around his relentless pressure. Stay cool, calm, and collected. Monsters can also be launched into walls for extra damage, but will require wire bugs to combo multiple hits. Monsters will remain tethered for a brief window after being launched. While they're locked down, hunters can dish out some serious damage, but be on your guard, they can still attack in your state. Calicos are still the perfect companions on a hunt. With the ability to provide support, hunters can rest assured that they can rely on these furry friends. The ability you see here is known as Healing Force and provides a healing AoE for nearby hunters. quest complete. After a job well done, don't forget to carve your target for useful materials to craft stronger gear back at Kamura village. With a plethora of armor, weapons and gear for you to chase, it's truly up to you to make your hunt your own. The hunt begins in Monster Hunter Rise on Nintendo Switch, March 26, 2021.
Up next is a deeper dive into the Rampage, a new quest type introduced in Monster Hunter Rise.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Monster Hunter Rise video. Today we're going to be taking a deep dive into the Rampage, a new quest type introduced in Monster Hunter Rise. Kamura is under the threat of the Rampage, and we need you to do everything you can to protect the village from the oncoming onslaught. Defend the stronghold by combining tactical use of hunting prowess, weaponized installations, and both human and AI allies on the battlefield. This quest type requires you to think on your feet, as the odds and number of monsters are definitely stacked against you. Monsters will attack in hordes, allowing you few precious moments to orchestrate a plan to keep the village safe. Throughout the stronghold, you'll find several pods where you can set up a varied arsenal of hunting installations, such as cannons, ballista, and more. Be sure to check monsters' icons for clues on how best to counter their attacks. Monsters with the blue icon focus their attacks on barricades and gates. They need to be dealt with as soon as possible. Monsters with the red icon are especially aggressive towards hunters. Watch out for their attacks as you try to defend the gates. Monsters with the green icon shoot projectiles from afar. Dispatch them quickly to keep your installations safe. Major threats are the most dangerous monsters in each horde. Once they approach the stronghold, they should become a priority target for you and your team. Apex monsters pose the biggest threat during a rampage. They must be repelled at all costs. If the main gates come down, you fail the quest. To clear the quest, you need to protect the stronghold by repelling the onslaught of all hordes, major threats, or sometimes Apex monsters until the very end. Successfully repel monsters and complete side missions to level up your stronghold, gain access to new installations, and earn better rewards. Once the counter signal is activated, Hunter's attack power will increase dramatically. It's your cue to draw your weapons and jump into action. Even your friends from Kamura can chip in and dish out some big damage. Each of them can only help out once per quest, so be sure to call them in at the right time. Are you ready to face the hordes of monsters and protect Kamura village? Monster Hunter Rise launches on Nintendo Switch March 26, 2021.